Hey guys, this is April the 4th, 2024, and I got a quick message for you guys. I wasn't planning to do a video today, but I got really upset today. I saw a video today that Lorraine put out on her channel, Alternative Homesteading, and I got upset when I saw it, and I just had to get on here, and I had to give a message about what I saw today, and because I just felt an urgency. Okay, she had a video on there from a guy who was being tormented and tortured with the V2K. Okay, I used to have the V2K, and there was a recording that he had put on there of the sounds, the sounds that he hears in his head 24/7, and it really disturbed me because there are things you can do about this, okay? And I feel like with all the videos that I've made and everything that I've talked about, and I've talked about all this before, I feel like for some reason that it's just not getting through to people. People just don't get what's really happening, okay? So I want to try to talk a little bit about the weapons, about the frequencies, and about what you can do. And I just feel like I'm not explaining it in a way to where it's getting across to people, okay? And so I have something I wanted to say today. Because there's so many people, I hear about so many people, and I see so many people suffering from being hit with the microwave, the radio waves, the frequencies coming from the cell towers, the frequencies that they're pulsing through our smart meters and into our homes, and the directed energy weapons, and the V2K, and the gang stalking, and all the harassment, and it's just overwhelming. It's too much. It's too much going on. But anyway, I want to talk about the weapons, okay? I want to talk about the frequencies, because everybody, and I've watched a lot of videos about people giving their theories. You know, people want to know, how are they doing this? How are they hitting? How are they targeting everybody across the globe at the same time? How are they doing this? How do they make this happen? They must have a lot of technology. Well, and I've listened to a lot of people's theories and ideas about how they're doing it, you know. And a lot of people have come forth, a lot of people that have knowledge of these advanced technologies and how they use. A lot of people know about this stuff, okay? And I know a lot of them, they know what they're talking about. So I'm sure they're all right. In their own ways, they're all right. But I don't want to give you an idea or a theory. I want to give you a fact, okay? Something that I have already proven, something that I've already been through and I've already experienced, and it is a literal fact, okay? Everybody on this planet has been implanted with nanotechnology by their government and other powers that be. Everybody on the planet. And it's been going on for our entire lives. That means from the day you were born up until this moment, they have been consistently implanting you with nanotechnology for this purpose. For this purpose. That's happening right now, for the torture, the torment, and the complete and total control of humanity. They've been planning this for our entire lives. They have been implanting this nanotechnology in our bodies, okay? Now, I've already talked about how they do it. Chemtrails, they put it in the water, the food, the drugs, the medicine, the product, everything. Everything around us has this nanotechnology. So there's no way to avoid it. Everybody has it. They're continuously spraying us with the chemtrails. That's full of the nanotechnology. The nanotechnology is in the grass, it's in the trees, it's everywhere. So Everybody has it, yes. If you think you don't have it, I can assure you, you are mistaken. You have the nanotechnology. It's everywhere. The government's made sure that everybody has the nanotechnology. They have to have this nanotechnology built up in the body and stabilized in the body before they can take control of you, okay? This nanotechnology, which is like microscopic computers implanted in the body, this nanotechnology works with the frequencies, okay? It reacts to the frequencies. All they got to do is turn up your frequencies, which is what they're doing through our smart meters and with the cell towers and with the satellites and with all of our electronics. They're upping the frequencies on us, okay? And when the frequencies hit you, this nanotechnology that's implanted into your body turns you into a receiving antenna for the frequencies. You are like a magnet for the frequencies, okay? They're going to come to you because you are a receiving antenna. How do you stop the frequencies from hitting you? Remove the receiving antenna. Remove the nanotechnology from your body. This can be done through Epsom salt tub soakings, okay? I learned this when I had Morgellons. Now let me run through this real quick because I don't want to get on Morgellons. There's so much involved with it. But when I got Morgellons, I had to do something to stop my torment. I had to do something to stop the itching and the crawling and the stinging. So I started taking Epsom salt baths, which is what we used to do, you know, when I was little and you got a skin rash or something. I started doing the Epsom salt baths, okay? I was doing these Epsom salt baths to try to stop the symptoms that I was feeling over my body. I did not know at that time that there was anything implanted inside of me that needed to come out. I didn't know that. I just decided I was going to do the Epsom salt tub soakings until the itching and the crawling and the stinging stopped. So I started the Epsom salt tub soakings. I did them every night. I stayed in there for at least an hour every night in the Epsom salt, soaking my body and soaking my head. I had to soak my head because my head was the primary subject. My head was the worst, okay? So I would lay my head back and submerge my whole body in the Epsom salt water, lay my head back and soak my head in the Epsom salt. I did this every night, and then about 2 weeks, this is important information that you need to remember. I did not see anything coming out of my skin right away. It took about 2 weeks of doing the Epsom salt baths every single night before I saw anything actually coming out. And the first night, I saw this white fuzz on my skin, and the first time I saw it, I thought, well, that's coming off the towel. But the second night, that second night I saw it coming out, I knew it was coming out of my skin. And then I said, oh my God, there's something in my body that's not supposed to be there. So then I really started doing the Epsom salt soakings even more to try to force the rest of it out. And I thought if I could get it all out, I'll be okay. Okay. I knew when I realized there was something in my skin or in my body, I knew then that if I could get that out, whatever that was out, that I'd be okay. So I kept up the Epsom salt tub soakings. I did them every night for an hour, and it's hard for me to talk about this because I get emotional when I think about how tormenting it was. This seems like the more I soaked in the Epsom salt, the more it came out of me. It was just like once it got started, it just kept coming out and out. And I can remember, okay, and I'm going to try not to cry, but I can remember sitting in the bathtub with tears just rolling down my face and begging God to help me because I really thought I was dying, okay. But this stuff was coming out of my skin. This bizarre and strange stuff was coming out of my skin. And the more I scrub it, the worse it would get. This went on, I think it took me 2 years. It took 2 years of soaking before I got it all out. And now I say I got it all out. I got all of that out. But what I didn't realize was they're still spraying it on us. They're still implanting it with us. They're constantly putting the nanotechnology in everything and spraying us with it. So they're constantly reinfecting us. So that's why once you start removing the nanotechnology, you have to keep it up. You have to stay with it. There's no such thing as getting it all out and then quitting. This has to be a lifestyle change for everybody. Everybody has to start learning how to remove this nanotechnology from their body and to keep it out, okay? That's what I've been trying to say. It's a lifestyle change. So you have to keep up the Epsom salt tub soakings. And you have to keep doing them until you see no more of this white fungus coming out of your skin. Now, you need to know this. I call it the fungus because it is like a fungus when it comes out. It's a white fungus, but it's the nanotechnology, okay? Once the fungus starts coming out and you see these little things that look like little grains of sand come out, and you might see some little things that look like pieces of metal. You might see some real thin filaments or fibers come out of your skin. You might see some things that look like insects come out, and it's going to come out of your skin, and it's going to come out of your head. It's going to come out of your scalp, okay? You're going to have sores, and this, I think, is where a lot of people get scared, and they stop their treatments. When they see the sores breaking out on their body, they freak out and they stop. They say, oh, it's getting worse, but it's not getting worse. It's coming to a head. It's coming out. You got to keep it up. If you stop the treatments when you see the sores break out, you're just prolonging it. You're just going to give it more time to build back up. You're going to see sores. When the nanotechnology starts coming out through the skin, it breaks through the skin, and then it forms a sore. It might look like a blister first, and then it's going to turn into a sore, and it's going to scab over. I had this all over my body, especially in my head, because that's where it was the worst. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Everybody has got this nanotechnology in the body, and it's called our new smart skin. That's what it is. It's a new skin. And you got to remove it, okay? Now, if you don't want to remove it and you want to be under the government's control, you want to be a transhuman, then you keep it. Don't do anything. But if you want to stop the torment, you want to stop the harassment, you want to stop the frequencies from hitting your body and the V2K from hitting your head, you've got to remove it from your body and from your head. I recommend the Epsom salt tub soakings externally. There's other things you can use. You can use borax. You can use what's that, sun detergent, alfalfa tablets, and there's different things you can put in your water to use. And you can also use the dimethyl earth. But you're going to have to also take something internally to detox your organs, you know, and the major organs in your body. Because if you don't and you leave the nanotechnology in there, there's a possibility you could get cancer, or you could get some other kind of disease or some kind of illness that could kill you. So you're going to have to take the potassium iodide internally to dry up the fungus. You can take the dimethyl earth. You can drink that. That'll help remove the heavy toxins from the body. You can do the essential oils. Tony P's got a good essential oil. a good detox where he mixes essential oils in with the vodka and drinks that. There's lots of things that you can do internally and externally, okay? And I got videos about all of this. I got videos about detoxing and everything you can do. The main point of this video is you've got to get it out, folks. You got to get it out of your body. And it's not an easy job. It's long. It's tormenting. It's devastating. It's horrifying. But you got to do it if you want to survive. You got to do it. And the one thing that you're going to need above everything else is a bathtub. You're going to need a bathtub. A shower will not do this. A shower only gets the surface dirt. It don't get what's deep down implanted into your skin. And the powers that be know this. They know that the majority of the people nowadays take showers. They don't take bathtubs. They don't take baths anymore. Some women do still take baths. I know I do. I've always took baths. But I haven't always took Epsom salt baths every night. If you want to remove the nanotechnology, you're going to have to get a bathtub for the Epsom salt baths. If you're a man and you don't like to take baths, you're going to have to learn how to deal with it. Because doing a shower won't work. A shower, if you use if you try to use some of the Epsom salt in a shower and rub it over your body, it might get some of the nanotechnology off the surface, but it's not going to pull it out of the skin like the salt does. You got to have salt to draw it out, okay? If you don't want to use Epsom salt, you can use any kind of salt. You can use sea salt. You can even use table salt, but I don't recommend it because it's full of, all kind of additives. But you can use Dead Sea salt. You can use ice cream salt. There's all kind of, pick a salt. If you don't want to use Epsom salt, pick a salt. Get in the habit of taking a salt bath every night. And if you got a pool, if you got a pool that has salt water, that's even better. Most likely people who have saltwater pools probably don't have the nanotechnology, but they probably got it all drawn out. But still, if they swim in it on a regular basis, because they're still infecting us. So even people who have the saltwater pools, they may swim every day. You're going to have to keep it up if you want to keep the nanotechnology out of your body. Number one thing you're going to need is a bathtub or a hot tub. You can use a hot tub. Or anything that has water and that you can use the Epsom salt with. That's all I want to say today, guys. You need a bathtub. You need a bathtub.